Forcing Justice: Violence and Nonviolence in Selected Texts by Thoreau and Gandhi. Edited with an introduction by Albert A. Anderson. Published by Agora Publications, 2021, all rights reserved. The performance of Thoreau is by Aidan Anderson. The performance of Gandhi is by Dan Woods. Introduction. This is a time of extreme moral, political, and economic division in the United States and throughout the world. The depth of that division is symbolized by the murder of George Floyd on May 25, 2020, in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I defer to historians to trace the roots and determine the scope of that phenomenon. The philosophical question concerns the analysis and justification of the means that should be used to promote justice. The Black Lives Matter movement in the United States preceded the death of George Floyd, but it became much more prominent in the public consciousness as protests spawned by the murder of George Floyd and many other people spread beyond Minnesota, beyond the United States, and extended throughout the globe. Those protests and counter-protests involved both nonviolent action and violence that caused injury and death. They also led to an ongoing struggle between those who favor reducing or even defunding police forces and those who insist that strong police and military forces are essential. This collection focuses on the differences between using force and using nonviolence to achieve justice in human society. This issue not only transcends geographical boundaries, but it also forces us to think again about the struggle to eliminate slavery that spawned the Civil War, gave birth to the Reconstruction era, and led to the reaction that created the Jim Crow laws that sought to cancel the rights of black people the war was fought to obtain. Although the civil rights movement of the 1960s largely brought an end to the Jim Crow laws, some historians are drawing a parallel between the current struggle over voting rights and the backlash that produced those laws. For example, American historian Heather Cox Richardson, who specializes in the Reconstruction era, recently reflected on the 14th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution and its
Sample complete. Ready to continue?